Wouldn't it be nice if the congressmen upheld the Constitution like they should?
Very.
Yeah. It's becoming a rare thing now.
They violated too many things.
Yeah. They have too many special interests.
Wow. They've had a walk in the park until now.
Right.
They awakened the sleeping giant. They're not going to get away with anything anymore. We're watching them all closely.
So protesting is not something you did before?
Never.
Never, wow.
Nope.
So that's an indication that there's a lot of concern and anger in this country over what's going on in the government.
Yes.
I mean, the congressmen should look at that and wake up.
They're too used to having it their way.
Right.
They just don't get the concept.
Well, you're trying to give them that concept now, huh? You're trying to teach them like little children, aren't you? So you're going to keep protesting all the way through the 2009, 2010 election cycle?
Oh yeah, all the way, because everything else he has in store for us, including illegal amnesty, freedom of speech, the Second Amendment.
What do you think of all these czars he's appointing?
Terrible, more than Russia ever had.
Right, more than Russia, right. It kind of circumvents the Constitution, don't they?
Definitely
There's no congressional oversight, no hearings they have to sit through.
They answer directly to the king.
Messiah, right, the king, the chosen one, however. Very good, thank you. Very good question. What do you think the answer to that is?
The answer is he said what they have.
But they like what they have, right?
They like what they have.
But they don't mind changing what everybody else has,
right.
Huh?
It's nice that we pay for what they want.
Boy, that smacks of hypocrisy, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Sure does.
Wow.
I can't wait for the next administration to investigate him.
Oh, so yeah. So you think what Eric Holder's doing with the investigating the CIA and everything else, you think maybe the next time around they might get investigated,
yes,
huh?
With all of the czars. I think we put one man in office, not 36 or whatever he's got now. Yeah,
that's something like that. That doesn't sound very constitutional, does it?
Not at all.
He's got this one guy, the Green Czar, whose name is Van Jones, who's an avowed communist. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that.
And you got this other guy, Mark Lloyd. I think he's an FCC czar.
Yes.
And he likes Hugo Chavez, and he thinks what Hugo Chavez did in Venezuela to take over the radio stations. He thought that was a good thing.
Well, they're working on that now.
Unbelievable.
Going after everybody they can.
Thank God you guys.
Have one opinion, and they wanted theirs, and I don't agree with it.
So it looks like the American people are starting to wake up here, huh?
I hope
That's
so.
a really good sign. I've never seen anything like this.
Not at all.
This is a real grassroots movement, sir.
Yes, it is. And I think Nancy Pelosi has the AstroTurf on her head.
Yeah, she's got the AstroTurf, right. She'd like to think it's AstroTurf.
Yeah, well, she doesn't know anything about it.
Right.
I mean, they cut the water off for those farmers in California. But her winery gets water, they should cut her water off too.
Oh, right.
Save the little 2-inch minnow fish.
Incredible.
Yeah, really.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Wow. So you think there's going to be a change in 2010? A change we can really believe in?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Hopefully something we can really believe in, right?
We're out here letting the word out.
Right. Way to go. Thanks for your comments and your efforts. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Good. Say no. Socialist.
Out here in Suffolk.
What's that now?
Out here in Suffolk County, over in Hauppauge.
Right.
We're out here showing our support.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No. I mean, this is something that
before this year?
No, before this year, no.
So what motivates you to be out here?
I think a concern for my future, for the future of people who may not be as informed about what's going on and what's taking place. A lot of people have opinions, but sometimes their opinions they're taken out of context, or they're more repeating instead of taking the time to think and understand.
So what was the last straw for you that actually made you want to get up and come out here?
Last straw.
If there was a last straw.
I think there was multiple straws.
Multiple straws.
I think it's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right. What was it? The healthcare?
voices not being heard. All I know is that I'm concerned with things right now and I want to get involved. With the way things are, I have certain views that I feel apply to me. I'm going to follow through with those views. And if he wants to hear what they are, and if he wants to have a dialogue, or if he feels that, you know, he wants to folks such as myself, then I'd welcome it. I have nothing against him personally. I just feel that system right now is not working in a way that is representative of the times and of the people.
So do you believe well, I think probably you don't believe the administration when they say that all they're for is a public option, nothing more than that. Doesn't, according to your sign, you feel that they want to socialize the whole healthcare system, right?
There was a couple of signs I had to pick from. This was the sign that I decided I was taking. And as you see, it refers to the socialization of healthcare. I think a lot of people can kind of debate as to what the socialization is. You're going to have a lot of different views. I think there is an aspect, one way or the other. You can't deny that healthcare has some form of socialization. Just how much of it and can be argued. To what degree the current leadership feels that it should be applied is a different debate. I think there's people that feel that the degree is becoming too severe. That the direction that it's headed in is not people feel it should be, or
they don't feel comfortable with the direction.
They don't feel comfortable, exactly. They don't feel comfortable with the level that it's been raised to, and there doesn't seem to be a. If you're on a plane and the plane is going up, you know, you want the plane to at some point level off. All right, but it doesn't seem like there's a leveling. It just seems like this is either a gradual incline that's just going to continue to go the way it's going because voices aren't being heard.
The astronomical amount of money they want to spend is also problematic, isn't it?
Well, I think when you spend too much, you risk the chance of disenfranchising and marginalizing people and turning it really into a caste system. And making people really feel like slaves to the system. You know, you look at the numbers and you look at the reality. I mean, you can focus on what could be the silver lining, but at the end of the day, if the numbers are really bad, you know, you have to address those issues. You have to look at it and say, you know what, as much as we want to look at the positive and say at the end of the day, here's something to look forward to, you can't burn the house down and then, you know, say that, well, thankfully no one got hurt, and then think that that's the end of the situation.
You know, what do you do? Another fire, right?
What are you going to do with people? What are you going to do with the reality of how do you deal with it? The people right now are coming together there, and they're not trying to tear it down. They're not trying to tear down the home or set the house ablaze to rebuild a new home. There's people still living in it. I think there's still people that are part of that system, regardless of whether they want to be in it or not.
That's a pretty good analogy.
You know, and saying that because it's no good for those who are empowered to say we can change it, they better, you know, understand that, you know, there's always consequences to decisions.